Hello there, very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here on Idea World. Tonight we team up with Planet Cruise and we're going to share with you what can be your best holiday ever. I'm talking ever. We're going to spend the next hour talking about cruises. Now, cruises around the world, we've got something for everyone. And for those of you saying, oh, that's all right for you, we couldn't afford a cruise. How about a cruise from as little as £66 per night? 60s, come on, what sort of hotel are you going to get in the UK? We're talking a beautiful ship, and it includes your food and your entertainment. So please don't think, oh, cruising is not for me. It is amazing. And I was lucky enough to work on cruise ships for 18 years. So I can tell you right here, hands on heart, cruising is the holiday of a lifetime. So we've got some special guests coming in a little later. But let me introduce you to Dan right now, who joins us from Planet Cruise. Great to have you here, Dan.
How you doing?
And just tell us a little bit about Planet Cruise, because I believe everyone that works there is an expert, has been on cruises.
Yeah, absolutely. So many of the guys who go there, they've either been on many cruises like me and so checked out all the buffets they can find, or they've worked on the cruises. You know, Glenn, who comes here weekly, he worked many years on the cruise ships, so it's great. We've got real in-depth knowledge of ports, ships, everything, and we've got some of the greatest companies that work with us in the industry.
And a little later we'll have Tom and Hannah joining us as well from some of the big cruise lines to give you first-hand information. But let's get started, because we've got 6 main cruises we want to focus on tonight, and the first one is an early bird saver. So you get in nice and early and you can save yourself some serious money. So we're talking MSC here, Dan. We're talking
MSC. Brilliant. Mediterranean Shipping Company is what it stands for. Now, in 2021, they've got a ship of theirs, MSC Magnifica. You may, wait, here we go in the picture. You may have seen her before in Southampton, but she primarily goes out of the Med, but she's having a major refit.
And when you say refit, are you talking millions of pounds?
Millions, more than me and you could afford, that's for sure. Multi-millions of pounds they're spending, or euros I think, but they're spending, they're going to stretch her out, extra cabins, extra balconies, and she's going to home port in Southampton for the whole season in 2021, for the whole summer season. Lots on offer and some brilliant prices. That's fantastic to know.
And in fact, let's take a little look at the video right now so you can get a feel for what the brand is all about.
Absolutely.
What MSC, Mediterranean Shipping Company.
Mediterranean Shipping Company. So, I mean, there's one of their ships there, and do you know what? They're absolutely beautiful. When you get on board, they sparkle. They've got the Swarovski staircases you can see there. Now, this is one of her sister ships on there, okay? Retractable roof on the pool, especially important when you're going out of Southampton.
Yeah.
Lots to do. You know, the food going out of Southampton, people worry a little bit. They always ask me, well, do you know what? Will it be a lot of sort of Italian food? Yeah, if you go to Venice, absolutely it will. When you're down in Southampton, they have sort of all the bits you'd expect on a Southampton cruise. You know, curry corner. They have all the sauces and condiments you'd expect.
Yeah.
Roast dinners, things like that, and they do it brilliantly. The other thing to mention, you're seeing a bit there, the entertainment on board is phenomenal, okay? I've been on a couple of MSC cruises. Their beds are brilliant, really comfy. You get a great night's sleep. All the cabins are really luxuriously sort of made out. Great colours. You feel like you're in a different sort of class of ship, if that makes sense. So the great thing about this as well is the destination she goes to and how sort of it doesn't cost the earth to go there, which is great. So the first sort of cruise we do on Magnifica here, the one we're looking at today, is at Fields. Particularly popular.
Out of Southampton.
Out of Southampton.
So easy to get to and fro. Really easy to get to and fro.
7 nights as well. So you really, it's really, achievable for everyone. If you're tight on holidays, things like that, you can go on there. Yeah. So, I mean, we can have a look, I think, at where you're going, because it's a brilliant itinerary. I've done the Fields a couple of times. You've worked on ships. You've probably done them.
I'm not joking. Regular viewers will know. I always say it's one of my all-time favourite cruises.
Yeah.
Really is. I love it. And I think a lot of people think it's going to be freezing cold and snowy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not the chance that you're going to get good hot sunshine.
It's brilliant. Now, we start off here. You go out of Southampton, you have a day at sea. All the Fields cruises will start with a day at sea, which is brilliant. You get used to the ship, you can really relax, enjoy the fresh air, and then you head to Bergen. Bergen is a brilliant port. It's a town. I mean, they call it a city. It's a town to us. It's quite small, compact. Come off of the ship, head yourselves into the middle, and instead of, you can see there the cable car, you can do that, it's a little bit further in, but go up the funicular railway. It's really cheap to do, and the view from the top is phenomenal. You'll get some brilliant pictures up there. You can walk back down as well if you want to, or you can take the funicular back down. Now, after Bergen, we then head up to probably one of the most famous of the ports again, Flam.
Yeah.
It's famous for its railway. The Flam railway there, I think it's about 20 kilometres of sort of sharp turns, high gradients, lots of tunnels.
Yeah, it's right on the edge, isn't it?
The scenery you get as you go down is just, there we go. The scenery you see, the pictures you see is absolutely fabulous. Now, I would highly recommend booking that in advance because that sells out the train.
Great.
Okay. Then we head to Oldham, which I think, and I'm going to go out there, I think is the prettiest of all of the ports. You come off the ship, okay, you're at the very end of this, absolutely gorgeous. You're surrounded by mountains. You can come off the ship there. You can head off and do some things. You can do the glacier, the Brixdale Glacier. Or what I did when I was there, I came off and I just walked. There were lots of people there giving out walking maps. We left the ship, turned right, head down through the village and just follow the river up. And you come to the view of, you know, it's gorgeous.
There you
but
go.
the
That's what
Brixdale
a glacier will look like.
You know, if you want to go and see something different, head to the Brixdale Glacier. Then we head to Rosendal, which is a different one because we don't often see that on itineraries. You know, they're starting to go there a little bit more often. Beautiful little village there. You can, again, if you don't see the glacier in Oldham, you can see a glacier here. I forget what its name. Or you can head to, I think it's called Vorringfossen, which is an absolutely gorgeous waterfall. Head and see that. Or again, just enjoy the port as you come off on there. Okay. Then we leave Rosendal. We've got another day at sea just to relax. Get yourself ready, and you're back into Southampton, where you sadly have to get off.
Yeah, I think the key to success on a trip like this is just plan your days. So, you know, get a nice balance. If you're going to do a heavy tour and be out and about and see everything, then on another day decide just to go for that walk and just maybe do a little bit of souvenir shopping in town. So just plan the trip ahead. Now, because this is about an early bird saver, we're talking about 2021 here, so you've got plenty of time to spread the cost, and your deposit is just £1 per person. A deposit of just £1 per person. So again, we're starting in 2021. It's a brand new itinerary for 2021. Your tips are included on this trip. You can secure it from just £1 per person. So really, by spreading the cost, getting in nice and early, you are saving money. And you can have one night at the Holiday Inn in Winchester. So before you join the ship in Southampton, you can stay at the Holiday Inn. It's £95 per person, but it will include breakfast the next day. You can leave your car there, so it's your parking covered, because parking can be expensive at the port, and it will transfer you to and fro as well. So that's really worth considering. There's an ID number for every cruise. This one is 223290. And it's really important to say that all of these cruises are ABTA and atoll protected. You know, with the recent things going on, ABTA and atoll protection is really, really important. So you can see we've got dates available in June, July, August and September of 2021. And if you call the team, look, you got any questions, anything that we haven't answered or Dan hasn't talked about, then feel free to pick up the phone and call the team. 0808 250 2662, or of course you can go to ideaworld.tv. And if you put Planet Cruise into our search engine, it will take you straight through to the page that's got all the information. Or you can just go to planetcruise.com. Either way, that ID number will get you straight through to the cruise. Now, we're going to move on to our single special. Now, this special cruise is with the Riviera Travel, and we're very lucky to have Tom with us tonight, who's from Riviera Travel. Tom, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. But before we get going and talking about the cruise itself and the itinerary, just tell us a little bit about the brand.
Yes, so Riviera Travel, we're the UK market leader in river cruising. We've been going as a company for 35 years now and won plenty of which recommendations.
Great.
Also, sort of customer satisfaction is at 99% at the moment.
99?
So really, really good. You know, can't really get much better than that, can you?
No,
really?
that's epic.
So,
that's
no,
epic.
it's really good. But I think the main thing with river cruising is really understanding how much is included in the cost. You know, a lot of cruising, it's very much you get the cruise and then you pay for all the little bits as you go. But with river cruise, you know, we've got the flights are included, your overseas transfers are included, got an excursion every single port, which that is
so you
that is
include
really
the shore
good.
excursions?
We include every single shore excursion in all the ports. You know, all your meals are included. You've got a bit of entertainment on the ship in terms of, you know, got pianists in the evening. So there's some really, really good inclusions whilst you're over there.
Yeah, it's impressive. And am I right in saying as well that Planet Cruise are going to give us £25 Marks and Spencer's voucher for every booking as
Exactly, so that is from us as a thank you. So if you book through us tonight, this evening, you will get a £25 Marks and Spencer voucher for just making a booking.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
And I mean, Tom here can tell us because I've seen a lot of their ships and they're gorgeous. So this particular video we're running is actually a video of the cruise we're going to look at, isn't it?
It is. I mean, all the ships are absolutely stunning. You know, all our ships are 5-star, and I think the great thing about river cruising is you get like really nice space. So most of our cabins, you know, you're looking at a French balcony. It's sort of 17 square meters, so it's nice and spacious.
Yeah.
You know, on this particular itinerary and majority of our ships, we've got 2 restaurants. You know, which for the small ships is really good.
And smaller ships is a big selling point to lots of people.
That's it. You know, the largest ship sailing this itinerary is 169 passengers, which is not many at all. And I think the nice thing
about private yacht.
It is. The nice thing about river cruising is, you know, when you're getting off the ship and going into these towns, you walk down the gangplank, you know, you sort of tap your room key off to get off the ship, and you're straight in the heart of your destination. That's what's really nice, you know. And it's a very relaxed atmosphere. So, you know, in terms of the dining, like I said, we've got the 2 restaurants, but it's open seating, so you can go down and have dinner when you want. You can sit with whomever you want. And I think that's the nice thing about it, because River Cruise, it's 169 passengers. You start talking to the other guests, and you get mingling. So, you know, quite soon you sort of start meeting people who are very like-minded, and you have dinner together, you have nice conversation, you got some great food. I mean, the food is spectacular on board, and especially on these ships, you know, the second restaurant, the little bistro, you know, the food is unbelievably good.
To a certain degree, it's almost like sitting in a bistro, you know, a nice restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And you're looking out the windows, but everything is passing by you, isn't it?
Ever-changing scenery, and it's always going to be a wonderful backdrop. It's always going to be something there to look at, because you go through the, you know, some of the cities we're going to see on this one as well. I mean, you'd pay a lot of money to have a view like that for many restaurants, and it's included, which is great.
You're on a river, so you're not thinking about waves here. There are no waves to be thinking about. This is perfectly smooth. It's beautiful.
And like you said, you know, it's the scenery as you're sailing along. You know, on ocean cruise, sometimes you can have a couple of days where it's a little bit, there's not too much to see, but you know, you've got the great entertainment there. But with river, you're always sat on the sun deck. You can see the scenery going past. You know, you can enjoy a glass of wine or a beer as you're sailing. It's really nice.
And you sometimes as well, you're not just in one place for one day. You sometimes do sort of 2 destinations, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, but it's very relaxed. It's not rushing around everywhere to see something. It's just really relaxed and calm, and you get to see a lot.
You do.
In your time.
Yeah, it's a great, relaxed experience. Let's take a moment right now to go through the itineraries. You can see the ports of call that you'll get to enjoy. And, of course, your shore excursions, if you want to take them, are included.
So the great thing is, I'm going to sort of butt in here, I'm sorry, there's lots of, I mean, London's included, but you've got some brilliant other airports, lots of regional airports. And what's the most they'll pay for a regional airport?
So the most for a supplement for a regional airport is £50.
50 quid is the
most, but we have a lot of regional airports. We know we've got Cardiff, Edinburgh, Manchester, but you know,
all the corners you can go from, can't you, which is great.
But I think it's also really nice that we do have a Eurostar option as well. So if you don't want to fly, you can get Eurostar and go over there.
This is the perfect time to remind you that if you call the team, it's not the Ideal World number, it's 0808 250 2662. You can see it on the screen, but just talk to the team. So if you want to know more about the Eurostar journey, if you want to know more about can we fly from Birmingham or from Cardiff, in this case it's going to be lots of yeses, then just talk to the team. So let's go through the itinerary.
So look, because it's a brilliant one. So flying to Amsterdam, join the ship. Okay, now I'm going to let you do the pronunciation here because you were so good at it earlier in the practice. So we then head to
Enkhuizen.
There we go, Enkhuizen.
It's like Huizen Duck.
Huizen Duck, that's how you taught me to say it earlier. Head there, again, a trip included, so you don't have to worry too much. They'll take you to the main place to see. Okay, after Enkhuizen, we're then going to head down to Rotterdam, again, the gateway of Europe, they call it. So dock right in the centre, we head off and we see all the bits you need to do. And then in the afternoon, we go to Kinderdijk, there we go. And now we've got a great trip here, haven't we?
We do, yeah. So Kinderdijk's really nice. So, you know, very classical, what you'd imagine the sort of scenes of Holland. So there's some beautiful windmills. You're going to actually get to go and explore and go inside the windmills, which I think is really nice. And, you know, the thing that really struck me when I've done this is, you know, the Dutch are very, very tall, but the windmills are quite tight to get into, but they're much more spacious when you get inside than you imagine. So it's really nice little excursion.
Great. And then it's, of course, back to Amsterdam, where we're overnight on board. But it's got to be the highlight, I think. It's probably one of the asked-for things in Europe is to go to the Keukenhof Gardens there. And I mean, the pictures will do the talking for ourselves. Again, trip included?
It's included. The entrance fee into the gardens is included. And I think what's really nice is, so we're only going during April, so you've got all the tulips are out. But, you know, if you're into your flowers, it's not just the tulips. You know, there's lilies, there's orchids, you know, there's lots of people that are doing flower arranging demonstrations. So you can really spend, I mean, my recommendation would be wear comfortable shoes because you're going to spend a lot of time walking around and really exploring. It's an absolutely wonderful place. And I think what we do that's really nice is we do it as a half-day excursion, but we do offer, when you come back to the ship later, we do offer another coach out. So if you want to spend a bit more time and spend a bit of that extra afternoon exploring, you can do.
If I remember rightly from previous shows, Riviera Travel are also good for single specials, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Yes, so on all our on all sailings through the whole season, not just on this itinerary, we have a number of cabins with no single supplement.
Great.
But they do sell quickly. So what I would say is, if you're a solo traveller and you're looking to get one of these no single supplement cabins, I would book sooner than later. They are
Well, let me go through what's included. And on this particular cruise, there are already some sellouts, not just for singles. I'm talking there are sellouts. So some of the categories aren't available to you right now. Cruise ID on this one is 209596. And as you can see in here, you've got 3 excursions, including the Dutch Bulb Fields. I think that's one we're all going to want to go to. You've got the £25 M&S voucher per booking, and that's coming from Planet Cruise. Overnight on board in Amsterdam, so really going to be a fun trip. And let me make this clear, use the ship as if it's your hotel. So you can go in and out and in and out and in and out. You can come back and go out as often as you want. You just treat the ship as if it's your hotel right up against the pier. Return flights from London, plus all your overseas transfers. Regional flights, and there's lots of different ones available. And you did hear Tom say that £50 is your biggest cost. We've got Birmingham, Bristol, Cardiff, East Midlands, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Leeds and Bradford, and Manchester in there. And you've got Eurostar available as well. Deposit only on this one, so if you think, oh, I'm interested in this, deposit only. Please don't miss out on it. Now, let's go through those dates. You heard us saying it's in April of next year. Look at all the sellouts. See, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not allowed to exaggerate. You can see there are lots and lots of sellouts on this one already. Hey, let's take a moment to say thank you to Tom. Really appreciate you coming in.
No worries.
It's great to get first-hand information, somebody that's actually been on the cruise and can share that information to us, and that's exactly what we try to do with Planet Cruise. But we're going to be moving on now to our next cruise, and this one is all-inclusive. So we're going to be talking about Marella cruises right now. Marella's going to give you a great British taste, so you're going to feel very, very comfortable. First thing we want to do right now is get on board the ship and have a look around it so you can see what to expect. Dan, do you want to talk us through this?
She's an absolutely British ship, and I know a fair bit about it because I've actually booked to go on Marella Explorer to myself in December to Barbados. So me and my wife are going on this ship.
Christmas cruise? Or just
Not
before
quite.
Christmas?
It's the 8th we're going out, so the 8th of December, but get a bit of sunshine. They've really upped their game, Marella. It has to be said. This ship is sort of been, upgraded to a major upgrade. Think Chamonix Spa, think specialty dining options. It's anytime dining for everyone, which as a British, as the Brits, we love. Yeah. We love anytime dining. Their anytime dining is standard. They also, in the main dining room, have got a fabulous restaurant downstairs, so it's 2-level. Downstairs, also included, is an Italian as well. So if you don't fancy what's on the main menu that night, head to the Italian. Brilliant. And that has a changing menu as well. That's included.
And that's not extra cost?
That's not extra cost. Wow. So it's all in the main dining room. You can go Italian or you go for the main dining room. We also got there, it's Nonna's, which is all about the Italian pasta and pizza made there for you. Choose what you want. Head to the bar there. That's a sort of sports bar style bar. It's got the golf simulator and everything like that. The theatre, big thing again.
It's a really cool ship, isn't it?
Brilliant. And you know what? It debuted in April this year. It's been in Naples throughout the season, and the feedback on it has been phenomenal. We're getting really great feedback on her. And
I'm sorry to talk about money right here, but come on, I did tell you a little earlier, we're going to have a cruise for £66 per person per night. This is the one. Yeah. You hear that sort of price and you think, well, how nice is the ship going to be? Look at it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. That's Flutes, which is it's a champagne bar. They actually have a button on the wall you press if you want champagne. Great. So you sit there, you press the button, the doorbell rings in the bar, and over they come.
That's my bar. That's
your
the
type
one
of bar,
I'd be in.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The wife loves a little bit of bubbly. Your other half like bubbly?
She does, everything. So
there you go.
We'll go on there, all inclusive. Who can not enjoy it?
And it's £66 a night, and this includes your food, your entertainment, which almost all the cruises do, but also includes your booze.
Includes your booze and tips, food, it's everything. You really can come back without a bill if you want to. That's the great thing about it. If you don't want to, if you're sort of price conscious, you want to pay your set price, this is the one for you because you go out there and you really can come back without a bill if you want to.
We're just taking a quick look around the ship so you can get a really good understanding what it's like.
It's gorgeous.
And bear in mind, you got what? This is October this year, isn't it?
It's October this year. So
this is just a few weeks away.
Special that we've got.
Oh my goodness! You could be on this ship in 3 weeks' time. Yeah. Come on, pick up the phone now.
Yeah,
pick up the phone. 66 quid a night. Pick up the phone now. So this is last-minute reduction, isn't it?
This is a last-minute reduction, and it's a transatlantic, which is great because you get to see a lot of different places. You go from good weather and you head to better weather.
Yeah.
and you get a lot of time to relax on the boat. So
and it looks like it's almost a week in the Caribbean there.
Almost a week. It's brilliant. Well, let's have a look at where we go, because that's the important bit. So fly down to Naples. Again, brilliant thing with TUI, Marella.
Yeah.
They have their own airline, so you can fly from multiple. This is based on Birmingham, but check out the guys, see if they've got other airports available as well at this last-minute stage, okay? But otherwise, Birmingham is included in the price later. We get on board in Naples. We head for a day at sea before Palma in Mallorca. Been there, see the beautiful cathedral, head into Palma itself. It's just a lovely place. From Palma, we head to Cartagena in Spain. Okay, again, it's a gorgeous town. You can really easily, it's really easily accessible. You can walk into town. You can see the port in the back of the photo there.
Oh, yeah,
you can walk into that sort of Roman style town and just get your pictures in there and just enjoy yourself, or head to the beautiful beaches locally. Then it's on to one of the favourites. It's got one of the favourites again of the British market, Gibraltar.
The Rock. Yeah.
Head off there, head up the Rock. If you've been there before, just head down the high street, have a beer in the high street, you know, and enjoy it. Then it's a day at sea before Madeira. Okay, again, a real favourite.
Yeah,
I mean, we know the weather's still going to be good at the end of October in Mallorca and Gibraltar. As you head to Madeira, you're going further south, the weather will get better. You know, head and see the gardens. Take the toboggan down the hill if you're brave enough.
Yeah,
you know?
I love it. They still do that.
They still do that, yeah. If you're brave enough, you can go on there. But head and see the gardens, they're beautiful. And that time of year, they're still in bloom. They're going to be absolutely gorgeous. That's when we start our sort of trip across the ocean. So this is where the adventure begins, the complete relaxation. Because you've got, what, 6 days at sea? Is it 6 days? It is. 6 days at sea to enjoy yourself on there. And like you say, it's got a lot to do. Head to the spa, you know, try out the specialty dinings on board if you want to. Just maybe read them books that you've not read
lay
for a
out
while.
by the pool.
You've been lay by the pool.
Take it easy.
And we head to Antigua. Now, again, it's a favourite, isn't it? Head to Nelson's Dockyard. You know, you can head out here. They do a brilliant tour on a catamaran out to a reef here where you can go and snorkel. Yeah. So head and do that if you want to.
Beach for every day of the year in Antigua.
Beach for every day of the year. So you're not going to be short of beaches. They also do an actual transfer to a beach for a small cost.
Wow.
If you want to go to a specific beach, you know. So do that. Then we head to St. Martin, okay? You've got the Dutch and the French side. Go on a tour of the island because there's some great things to see. And they're different as well, both sides. And also they'll take you, if you do a tour, they'll take you around to see, is it Mahi Beach? Aeroplane Beach.
Oh, yeah,
they fly with the wheels over the top of you and take you with them.
You feel like it's about 20 feet above you. If you go on YouTube, you'll see that beach.
Yeah, brilliant. Then it's Oso and Dominica. Again, head out and just see the history of the islands as well. Okay, from Dominica, it's to St. Lucia. Brilliant trip in St. Lucia. Take the small train. It takes you one way up and then you come back down by coach. It's the old sugarcane railway.
Right. Yeah.
Brilliant thing to do. Great scenery as you go past.
My favourite was to get down to the Pitons.
Okay.
There's a volcano. See it there on the back, the Pitons there. You can get down there by boat and there's like a volcano behind them. It's amazing. Really good.
After that, St. Vincent, Kingstown. Again, enjoy yourself there. Just relax. You're coming towards the end of the cruise. Just get off the boat, have a relax. Have a cocktail in one of the bars locally, you know, some rum. Then we're into Bridgetown, Barbados. The disembarkation and head to the airport. Great thing about Marella as well, you stay on board the ship until your transfer. No kicking you off at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Brilliant.
You stay on
Stuck in
board,
an airport.
use the ship, have lunch, take you to the airport in the afternoon, and it's not an afternoon, evening, overnight flight back home.
Yeah, and let me just go through what's included. I want to remind everyone that these are all ABTA and ATOL protected, all of them. All-inclusive cruise with tips included, and of course that's your drinks, your entertainment, your food, all of these things are in there. It's brilliant value for money. Exclusive last-minute reduction. You heard us say that a couple of times. It's adult only. That's good. Now, that might appeal to a lot of people saying, yeah, I'm happy to be away from the kids, or yeah, we're going away for a break, we want to have a holiday, and we don't want kids running around. Well, this is the one for you. You can upgrade to premium all-inclusive, so you're getting all-inclusive anyway, but if you prefer the premium drinks package, that's £129 per person. That just means you get all the big brands as well.
And just to point out before we sort of move on, really important to say that you said, well, they said it was all-inclusive. Do you know what? You still get a lot on the straightforward, all-inclusive. This is really only if you are really sort of keen on the top-shelf brands.
Yeah.
So it's really important to say that you still get cocktails, beers, wines, everything on the all-inclusive. Upgrade if you really are interested in sort of the top-shelf stuff. That's the way
if you
to look at
after dinner you have to have a particular cognac. Yeah. Then maybe
that's
it's
the way
worth
to do
doing it. Hey, let's continue because we've got lots to do. Just to remind you, the cruise ID on that one, 176380. 176380. That's the one that's £66 per person per night, so don't miss out. But we've got a hot pick to squeeze in right now. So let's take a quick look at this one. So, this is Christmas markets.
It's a Christmas markets. It's Fred Olsen. So again, sailing out the UK, sailing out of Southampton, You've got an overnight in Hamburg. This is really important to say. Brilliant value. And once you get on board Fred Olsen, they're great value. So excellent food, really good value drink as well. Drinks packages. So if you're going sort of for a little pre-Christmas party, they're a great value way to do it. You head to some brilliant destinations, and of course it's the Christmas market, so who can go wrong with that?
Yeah, it's the right time of year, the right time of trip. Go and take advantage of it. So you can see your cruise ID number there. If you'd like that particular one, write that down. Don't miss out on it. 172932. 172932. That's for your Christmas markets. But let's continue our journey right now. We're going to go to Carnival Cruises, and we're lucky enough to have Hannah with us tonight. Hannah, I'm going to grab a kiss from you. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for having me again.
But before we talk about the ship itself and the itinerary, let's just talk generally about Carnival. What should we know about this brand?
So, Carnival Cruise Line, very relaxed, informal, 4-star brand. We have been going for almost 50 years. So in 2022, we'll be celebrating our 50th anniversary. We have lots of ships launching. We've got one next year, Carnival Radiance, which is the one we're going to be speaking about. And we are also launching in 2020 the Mardi Gras, which is the biggest ship Carnival Cruise Line have ever built. So.
Well, and that's interesting because one of your very, very first ships, when the first three, was called the Mardi Gras, wasn't it?
The very first ship was called
was
Mardi
it the
Gras,
first one? Yeah.
So we're renaming the newest ship after the very first ship. That
Great! Yeah, and I was lucky enough. I went on the holiday in the Jubilee, and they just got bigger and bigger and bigger ever since then. It's great, great. Yeah. I love Carnival. Big fan. I always think of it a little bit as being Las Vegas at sea. But that's only my way of explaining it. I really love it.
Changed quite somewhat in the last kind of 10 years. So, so we're kind of very modern and contemporary style now.
Fantastic. Well, should we take a look at it so I can catch up because it's been a while since I've been there.
So this is Carnival Radiance. As mentioned, it is launching in April of 2020. This is actually going to be the inaugural sailing, the deal that we've got on today. On Carnival Radiance, we're going to have all of the great things that Carnival customers know and love. Our waterworks, which you can see there, the Carnival Waterworks Water Park. Our adult-only Serenity Retreat for 21s and over. We are also going to have our Sports Square, which features our ropes course, which is a course suspended 150 foot in the air.
Yeah.
And also some great dining options. Brand new to Carnival Radiance, we're going to have a dining option called Big Chicken, which is a eatery by Shaquille O'Neal, the basketball player.
Wow.
Who is actually the Carnival Chief Fun Officer.
I've seen this online. It's great, isn't it?
Also, Guy's Burger Joint, Blue Iguana Cantina, everything I'm mentioning here is actually included in the customer's cost as well.
Fantastic.
So on that 949 price, everything, all of those dining options are going to be included.
And you still, I remember Carnival being great for kids. If you had children, you wanted to go with the whole family. Is it still a good option?
Absolutely. So our kids clubs are for the ages of 2 to 17 years old.
Brilliant.
They are included in the customer's cost as well. We also have brand partnerships with Dr. Seuss. So we do the character breakfasts and also have Build-A-Bear Workshop partnership as well. So we've got Build-A-Bear on board as well.
That's
fantastic. We're not going to get bored, are we?
No. See, if you've got kids, if you want to go for a family trip, this is definitely one to consider. There's no doubt about it. And we get a couple of nights first of all when we stay away, and then we do a 10-day cruise. So
the package we put together is brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's great.
You go out to Barcelona, and a lot of people phone us up and they say, right, we'd like to find a cruise. We want to have Barcelona. We want Dubrovnik, and we say, that's a pretty tricky one to put together. It's one side and the other side.
Yeah.
This one is going to be for both.
Yeah, and nothing's worse than you fly into Barcelona, you join the ship and you're gone. This, you've got 2 nights there first.
Exactly, and Barcelona is brilliant. I'll tell you why I really like Barcelona. Not only is it a fabulous city for dining, for history, for culture, a brilliant beach there as well, it's also really accessible from the UK, not just from London, from Manchester, Liverpool, Bristol, you name it, you can get to Barcelona, which is great on there. So we've got a couple of nights here to stay and just enjoy. Head out and see all the Gaudi monuments there, the unfinished church, really worth doing. Now, what I would say after that, we joined the Carnival Radiance. Brilliant. You've got 10 nights on board. We start with 2 nights at sea and we head to Dubrovnik. Again, everyone wants to go to Dubrovnik, and if you don't want to go, believe me, you will want to go once you've seen the pictures.
Fall in love with it.
Beautiful walled city, They also do their wonderful pizza. Get a slice of pizza while you're there. I always talk about the food, you know.
You always talk about the food. Justin always talks about the booze.
Yeah, it's worrying, isn't it?
We'll have to get you on together one day.
They need all-inclusive. But head there, get your pictures. It's where, is it Game of Thrones? It is Game of Thrones, isn't it? But head there and see. The sad thing is as well, you know, some years ago there was the war in the area. You can go along the streets and actually see the bullet holes in the walls. It's sad to see, but it's great that they're there. It's open, it's bustling, it's a happy place to go and see. We then, after Dubrovnik, head up the coast. We go to Kotor. Beautiful, beautiful bay, Kotor. It's down this, isn't it? We go down. There it is, look, and it's picture perfect. We've said that about a lot of places. Absolutely picture perfect. The sailing is phenomenal. Head there. You can walk up the hill actually and get the shot you saw at the start there as it comes down. You can actually take that picture yourself to have on your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever you want. All your friends are going to be jealous. It's gorgeous.
That almost looks like the fjords there, doesn't it? That really is beautiful.
But with some sunshine, which is even better. Yeah. And then after Kotor, we have a day at sea before Messina in Sicily. It's on the Messina Straits, which is great anyway, because the waterway there is so busy. It's such a fun place to watch the big cruise ship sort of go into dock with all the little boats around it going on. Once you come off, really accessible to head into town and just have a wander. Big palm trees everywhere, lots going on, busy, bustling Sicily, you know, great food again there. After Sicily, we head to Naples, the home of the margherita pizza, and so much more. Again, brilliant. If you don't want to do a trip here, you can go into the town yourself. It's really easy. The ship docks really centrally to Naples, so walk into town. I would say, if you're feeling adventurous, do Pompeii in the morning and do Vesuvius, the volcano, in the afternoon. Yeah. Okay. If you don't want to do the full day, do one or the other. They're the top tips for there. Vesuvius is brilliant. Head up there, see a live volcano, or head to Pompeii and just see the history there. And you're so close that you can touch it. It's brilliant. Wonderful place. Then it's off to Rome from Civitavecchia. Here, I would always say do a tour. If you don't like the sort of tours where they take you and show you everything, do the tours like a Rome on your own style tour where they transfer you in and then you get off and you just have to meet back at a coach at a certain time.
Yeah, because it's always, the traffic can get very, very heavy and getting back to the ship, it's about an hour away, isn't it? You can end up, I've done it myself, you end up in panic stations.
Yeah. Whereas if you're on a tour. Take a tour, you've got that safety net there. Yeah. And you know what, 4 hours in Rome, you can really get around everything if you want to. Yeah. We took my mother-in-law, me and my wife took my mother-in-law and niece back in April, and we walked their legs off for 4 hours. I've never seen someone so glad to see a coach in all their life. When we got as we crawled up the street. Brilliant place. It's in a day at sea, back into Barcelona, disembark, transfer, and we fly you back to the UK.
So a very, very exciting trip, this particular one. Don't forget that this will be a brand new, we're talking millions and millions and millions spent on this ship, and it will be a maiden voyage to take advantage of it. So much included too, as you can see, it is beautiful. And again, if you've got kids, really one to consider because your kids will be taken care of and there's lots going on for them. Cruise ID on this one, write these down. If see a cruise you're interested in, write down the ID number. You can either share it with the team when you call them. So the ID number is 218719, or you can go to idworld.tv and then put Planet Cruise. That'll take you through to what we call a landing page, and you can see all these cruises. Then you can click on the cruise you like, it'll take you through to Planet Cruise, or even easy, go planetcruise.com, put in the ID number, and that will take you through to this particular cruise.
It will also be on the home page, so go on to planetcruise.com, scroll down, and you'll see a picture of the ship, and you just click on it, and it'll take you straight there.
Perfect.
Nice and easy.
We're doing everything we can to make this easy for you. But again, if you've got any questions, just chat with the team. So you can go to planetcruise.com. There you go. We're looking around the page there. There you can see the cruises, last-minute deals available to you.
It's even in order there for you. So we've got the MSC, the Riviera, the Marella, and then the Carnival. So it's nice and easy. Click on it, it will take you straight to it and have a look. So
fantastic.
Worth doing.
Easier than that, does it? Oh, that looks like Singapore there at the top. Beautiful image. So that's planetcruise.com, and again, you can see there's a little search engine bar at the top. You can put the ID number in there if you wanted to as well. Alrighty.
Now, the other thing to mention as well, because we said about this one, we've got this date coming up, but you mentioned when this ship leaves, you've got another ship.
Yeah, so Carnival Radiance is actually doing 4 sailings in the Mediterranean. She will head over to New York to spend the summer there.
Great.
But we have Carnival Legend coming for the whole of the summer season, so right up until October. So if there's other dates that you're interested in, make sure you contact the Planet Cruise team and they'll be able to guide you in the right direction with an itinerary for the date that suits.
Great. Hey, Hannah, a big thank you to you. I
Thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
you
Thanks
being
for having
here.
me.
Now, we've got 2 more cruises to squeeze in yet. And again, if you see one that you already love, then take the opportunity to get ahead of us, get to the website and look around there. But let's take a moment right now to look at a great hotspot for you. So this particular destination hotspot is going to give you the opportunity to go from Singapore across to Sri Lanka, which is, again, an unusual cruise. It's not something that we get to see all the time. This is my sister's favourite cruise line, and she was lucky enough to cruise for many years herself. She was an entertainer too, and she loves celebrity cruises. If you like the finer things in life, the nicer things in life, then this is certainly going to be one of the cruise lines for you to consider. So let's take a moment right now to have a look at their ships.
So, let's have a look. We've got a video here. Now, it's important to say that this is not the ship we're going to go. This is one of the ships. So we're going to look at the brand, so to speak, which is great because they're such beautiful ships. If you've ever been on it, but when you go on a celebrity once, you're then transformed into a celebrity cruiser. My parents
Like my sister.
went on there this year for the first time on the Silhouette from Southampton and absolutely adored it. The food, they said, was phenomenal. They had the balcony with the drinks package. It's great. So we have a look on here. There's lots going on. It's sort of slightly different, very good, fantastic, especially this cruise for couples or maybe if you're an adventurous solo traveller. Okay, once you get on board, think, you know, fine dining. You've got, if you have the ocean view or above, you get the drinks package. You know, again, it covers so much on there. They're just gorgeous. You go up everywhere on board. It's got this real 5-star feel. Modern luxury is their sort of tagline. And when you get on board, you think, well, what is modern luxury? When you go on a celebrity ship for the first time, you will know. You will know what a modern luxury is. It's fabulous. Glass, waterfalls, water features. It's just a wonderful place to be.
I always say there isn't a bad cruise line. It's just a matter of finding the right cruise line for you. But there really isn't a bad cruise. So you can't go on a bad cruise. But again, if you like the nicer things in life, this is certainly one to consider. And I love this itinerary. So straight out to Singapore.
This is a phenomenal itinerary. So we go out to Singapore and you've got some time in a hotel. 2 nights in a hotel. Great thing about Singapore, I mean, you've been there many times. You adore it, don't you? Great thing about Singapore, it's not a huge place, is it? So when we put you in a hotel, it will be central. Yeah, that's for certain.
Probably near Orchard Road.
Near Orchard Road, or down near the water. You know, you'll be able to get everywhere you want to go. It's brilliant. You know, Gardens by the Bay is, I mean,
Raffles.
You're going to have to go. I think at the moment, if I'm right, Raffles has just had a sort of multi-million-dollar refit. So head there and see what they've done to it, how they've transformed it. You know, head downtown by the bay. That whole area is just such a cool place. That's the top of Marina Bay Sands. If you want to, you can go and spend a day there.
That wasn't even there when I last went. Wasn't even there.
Pay your entry fee, head right to the top, and the infinity pool stretches across 3 skyscrapers.
Yeah.
And you sit there 50-something floors up with your cocktail, looking out over Singapore in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And you pinch yourself to think,
am I here? Get out there and do it.
Absolutely. Great for families as well. You see there. That's it. You've got to go there if you want to. You know, if you want to be cool. If you've been to Singapore before, that's somewhere to go. Yeah. It's great.
I think I'm going to say it's about 15 years since I was there.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah, in 15 years, it would have changed.
Give me a call tomorrow morning and I'll put you.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant. You know, you've got so much to do there, and like I said, it's an incredibly safe city. Whatever time of day you're there, incredibly clean. So you don't have to go there and think, well, I'm not going to be able to go out after dark. You absolutely can in Singapore. It's fabulous.
And you can get in the old tuk-tuk.
You can do the tuk-tuk,
They'll cycle you all over the place if you want them to.
And if you think that 2 nights isn't enough for you, do 3, do 4, do 5.
So just talk to the team?
Yeah, talk to the team. They can extend it for you at the start there. It's brilliant.
Great.
So from there, we joined Constellation, a gorgeous, gorgeous celebrity ship, and we had a day at sea before Phuket. Okay, you've all seen the beaches on online before. I mean, it's gorgeous. Head on a little boat and just see the coastline, I think, and just generally lap up that chilled out atmosphere, you know, and just, it's so gorgeous, isn't it? And you've seen it before. If you haven't seen it, you've seen it in many films for certain.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to cruise out of there for a couple of years, and it is so beautiful. And the people. The people are lovely. Yeah. You'll want to go back for a holiday. You will want to go back to Thailand for a week or 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Then we've got 2 days at sea and we head to Colombo, which, you know, Sri Lanka, beautiful place. You've got a lot of choice here. It's, again, totally different, Colombo, to what you'd expect. It's got a modern, vibrant side, and it's got lots of history there as well. So head and see both sides. Again, it's a really safe way to go. via a cruise ship. They take you out and they show you all the bits you want to go. You haven't got to worry, well, where do I start looking when I come off the ship? Head on a tour, let them do the legwork for you. You don't have to do the thinking.
And I'll just share this with you in case you're new to cruising. When you're on the ship, I dare say there will be a point when the excursion manager will do a talk. So he'll let you know what's available to you. You can just wander down to the office and talk to them at your leisure.
Absolutely.
And they'll help you decide
and
what's best for you.
And they'll talk you through everything they've got, which is great. Then we head to our first stop in India. And what I like about the Celebrity Cruises, they don't just stop at one place. They go up the coast. So the first port is Cochin there in the south. So sort of a real heavy Portuguese influence down there. Again, as you go up the coast, you'll notice a very different way that they sort of, the people are, the way they act, the way they talk, everything. It's a great place. You head there, again, head and see the temples there. I mean, it's just a gorgeous place. It really is. Words don't do it justice to go to this part of the world because it's totally different to what you would expect on, say, a cruise around the Mediterranean. You're seeing, you're really creating memories of this one rather than sort of seeing them and saying, well, we can come back next year if we don't get to see it. You're going to see a lot here. So from Cochin, we head for a day at sea before Goa. Now, this is the real Portuguese part. So think lots of, the curries here. If you want to head out for a curry and try a real Indian curry, you can go here. They're not going to be quite as spicy. They've got that slightly sort of more coconut milk added, so it's not quite as spicy. But just head and see it. Head to a beach if you want to.
Brilliant beaches in Goa.
And again, such a laid-back, cool atmosphere.
Look at these beaches.
And palm trees. It's got that tropical feel almost. Head to a market if you can. The spices there you can see. Not just spices, the smells, the senses that you pick up there are absolutely brilliant. Then it's to somewhere which I would really love to go, which is Mumbai. And we have got an overnight in Mumbai, which is brilliant because it's a huge place and you get to really see it. If I was there, the first place I head to, my wife will be laughing now, I would head and see the train station because I've seen it so many times on TV. This beautiful train station and all the, in the morning rush hour.
And my everyone holding onto it.
But my wife works in London and she moans to me every single night about how the tube was. So I want to take her there just to prove to her that she's not got it that bad, So head there, see that. But the gateway to India there, it's a real cosmopolitan city again, so it's a real city, big, vibrant, bustling, nothing like you've probably been to in Europe. Head there, enjoy it overnight. Again, do your tours there, really let them do the work. They've been there for many years now, sort of getting it right. So then we've got a couple of days at sea. Now we chill out. We've got Muscat, a gorgeous place. As you head into Muscat, the coastline is just stunning as you head in. And once you get there, it's got that real, again, it was, I believe, Portuguese for many years, Muscat. So when you get there, it's got a real European feel. Head to the souk, take your money in there, into your market, and try and buy something. Have a barter. Say when they say £10, you say £5, and so on. Have a go. You'll enjoy it. You'll come away with something you never needed, but you'll enjoy it nonetheless. Then we head to Dubai. We're there overnight on board. That's great because you get to see Dubai. I would head into the city here. It's a huge place, Dubai. If you don't want to do a tour here, you're all toured out from India. Go on to, the red buses you see when you're in London, the open top tour buses. Brilliant in Dubai. They've got, I think, 4 lines, and they'll take you to every corner of Dubai you need to go to, and you can really see it all in 48 hours. And if
Dubai is somewhere we've always wanted to go to, can we extend that part of the trip as well?
Again, absolutely. If you want to do some time in Dubai, you've got 2 nights there anyway.
Great.
So you've got plenty of time. Head to the shopping malls, add some suitcases for your flight home. Speak to the guys about that. Because you'll need it on there. Have a ski in there as well if you want to. Go into one of the shopping malls, have a ski, or see the aquarium in one of them. Head up the Burj Khalifa. You've got to do that whilst you're there and get your pictures on there. After your 2 nights there, we transfer you to the airport and it's fly you back to the UK.
And this is another one that's very, very, very affordable. Talking under £82 per person tonight. Again, some of the categories have already sold out, so be aware of that. We'll show you that in just a moment. So let's go through what's included. You're going to find it's brilliant value for money. You get a free classic drink package. That's if you go ocean view or above. 2-night hotel stay in Dubai and 2 nights in Singapore. So you top and tail the trip. And again, as you heard Dan say, you can extend either of those if you wish to. Just talk to the team. Return flights from London, plus all your overseas transfers. And again, if you're thinking, well, I really want to go from Manchester, or I really want to go from somewhere, talk to the team and they'll give you any options that are available to you. Some dates operate in reverse, so you might do the trip in the other way around. And then you've got reverse itineraries, different variation, for 21 nights. So instead of the 20, just because of the way you go, basically, the way the clocks change, they'll make it 21 days instead of 20, but it's simple to understand. So this is your destination hotspot. So let's go through the dates that are available for you, and there are plenty. It's not that far away either. We're talking 2019 here, so November, December of this year, then January, February and March of next year. And
the great thing about it, if you go Ocean View and above, you get the drinks package. Like I mentioned earlier, the classic drinks package on the Celebrity, brilliant. And do you know what? If you've got something on there that's say a little bit more, say it's $1 more than is covered on your drinks package, you can get it and just pay the $1.
Great.
For example, so it's brilliant for that. Because if you say I don't know, you really like a certain drink, but it's $1 out, all you're going to do is pay $1 for each time you have it, which is great.
So again, if you're really saying, look, there's a particular brandy and I have to drink that brandy, then you can just pay the little extra for that
difference, which
fantastic.
is great. There's not many cruise lines do that. And also worth noting as well, Celebrity Constellation's done this cruise for a couple of years now, and it's been really popular. And I would say this is really important. If you've been looking at it and say, well, we're going to do it next year, we're going to do it next year, we're going to do it next year, this is the last chance to do it, because next year, in 2021, they're home porting her in the States. So she's not going to be doing it. They need more capacity over there, so they're going to put her in the US. So if you want to do it, really important, you have to do it this year. And they do a fabulous itinerary for it. And they're one of the only cruise lines that do sort of that Singapore to Dubai and take in India like they do. So it's worth doing. If you want to do it, you have to do it. This is your last chance. It really is.
Well, let's share the ID number with you so you don't miss out on 185-583. 185-583. So please don't miss out on that. We're going to move now on to our 6th and last cruise. And is it fair to say this one is very different to the cruises we've been talking about?
This one is completely different. So I want you to put this in. It's one of them where you say, well, you phone up and you say, oh, do we want the Med this year? Do we want the Adriatic? Should we do the Caribbean? Oh, we've done it all. Hurtigruten, completely different.
Yeah, because first thing I noticed, you're talking the fjords in December.
In December.
So there's a good chance you're going to have snow.
You will have snow for certain, especially where we're going. You're going to see it here. They're really all about scenic Norway. They are. It's safe to say they are certainly the most specialist cruise line that do Norway. Simple reason, because they are there year in, year out, every day. They have multiple ships so that the bridge staff, the staff on board, they know Norway like the back of their hands. So that's all they do, okay? When you're on there, you can do, they have an expedition team. So you might know it as an excursions team. An expedition team. They are absolute specialists in Norway. The sort of trips you can expect, you saw it there, dog sledding on there, things like that. So think off the radar style trips that you might not have been able to do in the past.
So
that's what you'll get on there.
Almost experience the culture.
You're really taking Norway in.
Can I be cheeky?
Yeah.
Is there any chance we might get to eat reindeer?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, that'd be brilliant.
Really important to note, if you want to get into Norwegian culture, taste their food is always the most important way.
We could see the Northern Lights.
Very good chance you'll see the Northern Lights. That's what this one's all about. It's in the title, Northern Lights. Reason is, if you are in, say you want to see the Northern Lights and you do one out of Southampton, you've probably got 4 days at the top of Norway where you might have a chance. Okay, you're in Norway for the whole of your time.
And in December.
In December, it's going to be dark a fair bit of the time. It's safe to say. But there's a good chance if you keep in your room the tannoy on, the bridge will announce when the lights come out. So it might be so keep all your warm clothing close by, because if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to want to head up to the top to see it.
I can already hear in my head, my wife's going to be saying, I want to do that trip, I want to do that trip, I want to do that trip.
It's something that, and also I had a quick look earlier at, because I've not been on this particular ship, I had a quick look, and a couple of guys in the office have been on it, and when they were at the very top of Norway, they actually did an excursion where they took them out, they cut a hole in the ice, and they pushed them in.
Oh my!
Well, maybe not push them in. They let them go in on their own.
They went in the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
They went in the water.
And the captain gave them a certificate to say they had done it.
Oh my!
I don't think they had to swim. I think they jumped out quicker than they fell in.
Yeah, I bet.
But they definitely went in there. But
can you imagine looking at the bin on the ship, and you see that in the distance? Come on, this is the chance of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I love this. This is one I want to do.
Again, here you're going to be sort of making memories again, because you're going to go and see the Northern Lights. There's a it's nature, you may not see it, but you're pretty much there, you're going to get it. So let's have a look here. We fly you into Oslo. Now again, flights are based on London, but there are also supplements available for other regionals such as Birmingham, Manchester, Edinburgh. I think you can also do Belfast and Glasgow for a supplement, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we fly into Oslo. You've got a night there, so it's still going to be fairly warm down in Oslo compared to when you go up the north part of Norway. So enjoy Oslo, just go out and enjoy the culture. Again, completely different to sort of what you expect.
Beautiful city, beautiful.
The next day, we fly you up to a place called Kirkenes, okay? And we transfer you to the ship, and you join the Trollfjord, which is the ship, for 5 nights, okay? Now, the great thing is here, they do it slightly differently. Now, if you have a look up there, where Kirkenes is, if you came just to the right slightly, that's actually part of Russia. So you're really close to Russia. Murmansk is the next major port on from there. So not many people actually got to that part of the world.
When you get that far up, if that was the middle of the summer, that would be land of the midnight sun.
Yeah.
If that was the height of summer, you would have 24 hours of daylight. So it's amazing.
It's a brilliant place. And then the way it sort of works is if you see those little inlets as you come down, they're all fields. Mostly, you see the ones there sort of just to the left of Oslo. That's where the major cruise lines go.
Yeah, that's right.
Some a little bit further up, but mostly down there. Yeah. You're all the way out there, and you're going to sail down. So we leave Kirkenes, and we head to Berlevåg. I'm going to try and sort of bring up my inner Norwegian here to pronounce these. And again, what happens here is it's a little bit different. If you do some excursions, you may get off the ship in one place and pick it up in another.
Oh, right.
That's what's great, because actually you'll also find that not just it's a lot of people on there tourists, you'll also find there's some locals get on there, because it's a really important way for them to get to and from somewhere.
It's almost like a local bus service for them.
Even in some parts, you find that you may see children getting on to go to school.
Wow.
Because that's how, they've not just got this ship, they've got many going up and down. It's really great like that. So from there, we head to Mehamn and Tromsø. Tromsø is, we saw it actually in the start there. We'll talk about Mehamn first, sort of a real fishing village there. You know, big, you'll probably get some beautiful fish on board that night in the restaurant, because it'll have come on board that morning from the ship and you'll be served it. So real fresh fish.
Fantastic. Then
we head to Tromsø. Tromsø again, fabulous place. It's got the most, I'm pretty sure this, I've not checked it since, but it's got the most northerly cathedral in the world. That's it there, the white on the sort of picture. Gorgeous. Okay, head and see that, and you can head to the cathedral and you're at the most northerly cathedral in the world. Okay, then we're down to Stamsund. Again, this is all about, you're not heading to any big cities here, really, apart from Bergen at the end.
Yeah.
You're heading into sort of real Norway. You'll just get some brilliant pictures. If you want to stay on the ship and just see the scenery go by, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping you from doing that.
If it's anything like my experience in Alaska, and I know it's much further north and probably a little bit colder, but sitting outside with a hot chocolate with some brandy in it and just watching the scenery is amazing.
And then we head down and sort of Bodo and Revik. Down there we go, sort of getting a bit further south there, but still really good chance of seeing the northern lights there. Then we head down to Trondheim, and then it's Alesund. Yeah. Alesund is a very popular port. Brilliant. Yeah. You can walk into a lot of places from there.
A lot of the big cruise ships go.
Then it's into Bergen. You'll have a lot of little stops in between there as well, but then it's into Bergen, and you'll have seen a lot in those 5 nights, which is great.
Right, let's just go through what's included. We are coming towards the end of the cruise right now, so the cruise show. Yeah, if you like the idea of this one, cruise ID number is 222598. It is an exclusive offer. You're going to get that first night in Oslo, and then you're going to fly up to the north, and again, look, the Northern Light specialists are on board to give you that best chance of seeing the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, so please don't miss out. Now, listen, have we got enough time to go through all the cruises? Yes, we have. We're going to whiz through. Are you up for this?
I'm ready.
Should we do one each?
For it. Let's do it.
So get a pen ready or a pencil and get ready to write down the item numbers or the ID numbers for the cruises. So if you hear something said, I'm interested in that one, you can go afterwards, after the show, to planetcruise.com. and then you can have a look. So, do you like to start with MSC?
Absolutely. So, MSC Magnifica, heading from Southampton, multiple sailings, 12th of June onwards. 4th of September is our lead-in date, which starts at $649 per person. MSC Magnifica, the cruise ID is 223290. Remember, brand new to the itinerary. MSC haven't done this in Southampton before. Gratuities are included, food is included, and they have some brilliant drinks packages to add.
Fantastic deal. Come on, 64999. Brilliant, brilliant value for money. Again, go to planetcruise.com and put in that cruise ID number. Then we went on to, well, remember Tom joined us from Riviera Cruises, or Riviera Travel, and we're talking about the Emily Bronte, the MS Emily Bronte. This is one where you get £25 Marks and Spencer's per booking. That's from Planet Cruise. And this is a river cruise. It includes the excursions. You've got an overnight in Amsterdam. There are lots of sellouts on this already, so I'd say the quicker you can get in on this one, the better. And these are all in April of next year, so not that far away, just a few months away now. Regional flights from Birmingham, Bristol, Cardiff, East Midlands, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Leeds and Bradford, Manchester, and you can even go by Eurostar if you wish. Just call the team. ID number is 209596.
And speak for that Riviera. Speak to the guys. Very limited single availability left through April.
Great.
So speak to the guys if you want to do that. Then we went on to the wonderful Marella Explorer 2 on her transatlantic, on her repositioning cruise from Naples all the way through to Barbados. So you're going to come back with a wonderful suntan on that one. Cruise ID is 176380. Prices start from 1,239 per person based on a Birmingham return flight, all inclusive on there. 30th of October this year. Okay, it's worth mentioning as well, if you really like to have a balcony, it's from 1,645, so there's not a major jump there. It's not going to cost you thousands more for a balcony.
A little bit extra
if you want to go for that. So I'd speak to the guys about that as well.
Good stuff. And I'm going to remind you quickly to write down the phone number if you want to call the team tonight. 0808 250 2662. They're waiting for your call now. 0808 250 2662. They're waiting for your call right now. Then we had Hannah join us from Carnival Cruises talking about the Radiance. It's going to be its maiden season. And again, this is a great cruise line, especially if you've got kids, you want a kids club, you want the kids to be kept busy, then you get the 2 nights, first of all in Barcelona, and then you join the ship for 10 days. Lots included on here. Under £86 per person per night, so brilliant, brilliant value for money. And then all of these are APTA and ATOL protected. It's very, very important to remind you of that. Cruise ID on that one is 218719.
And also lots of lots of regional airports available out to Barcelona as well, which is great if you don't live in London. Then we head on board Celebrity, the Constellation, a beautiful, beautiful ship. There she is. Fly out to Singapore. The lead date on there for an inside cabin, the 1629, is the 14th of January 2020. If you fancy a balcony, 30th of November this year. And if you really like the Aqua Class, 3079 for that, 28th of February. You do Singapore through to Dubai. It's also available the other way around, Dubai to Singapore.
Great.
If you go for an ocean view and above, it's drinks included. Cruise ID 185583.
And then that last one, which is a much, much, much smaller ship. This is on the MS Trollfjord. And the reason I like this, I've taken the kids already. We've already been up to Lapland. You know, you'll fly up there. It's like Santa's on the plane and all that. But this one, you really get to experience the culture. So I highly recommend this. I'm going to talk to my wife when I get home about it. Very, very good chance of seeing the Northern Lights because you've got the specialists, the expedition experts on board. And again, regional flights on this one, Birmingham, Manchester, Edinburgh, Belfast, Glasgow. Lots and lots available to you. Call the team. And this is in December of this year. 0808 250 2662 is the number. Write that down now because that phone number will disappear in a moment or two. So 0808 250 2662, or even easier to remember, planetcruise.com, and then you can just make your way through it and you can see the various cruises that we had. Hey, let's say a big thank you to Dan. Really good to have you here.
It's been great to be here.
I really appreciate your company. And have a great time on your cruise. You said you've got a cruise coming up?
On Saturday, I'm flying out to Athens. I'm super excited. So I'm back on the 29th. I'll try and bring some photos.
Yeah, do that.
Absolutely.
Do that. And there's some shout-outs.
Yeah, and remember the guys are there till 10 o'clock tonight and back from 8 a.m. in the morning.
Great. See you again very soon.
Hiya. Thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, and if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.